All right, we're going through two modules today, point slope form and standard form. Let's get to it. So here we have the different forms of linear equations: standard form, slope intercept form, and point slope form. Standard form you've already seen in the past, and we used this back in module 5. And it was very useful when we were trying to find the x and y intercepts. So usually when we're looking for x and y intercepts, it's best to have an equation, a linear equation in standard form. Okay. Now here we have slope-intercept form. I want you to notice a few things in slope-intercept form. First of all, it's always in the form of y equals mx plus b. And the number that's in front of x is your m, which if you recall from our previous lessons, m stands for slope, which is your rate of change, your rise over your run. Okay, and this b, whatever we're adding to our x, it's going to be your y-intercept. So remember, y-intercept is the point where the graph crosses the y-axis. So if we're given an equation in slope-intercept form, for example, if we're given y equals 2x minus 5, right away we can tell that the slope is 2 over 1. And we could tell that the y-intercept b is 5, or is 0, 5, since it's our y-intercept. All right? And that we could tell right away just by giving an equation that's in slope-intercept form. And the last one is in point-slope form, which point-slope form is derived by that slope formula that we discussed yesterday, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we use point-slope form when we're given the slope, obviously, and when we're given a point. Now, this y1 here and this x1, this just stands for a random point on your line. So as long as you know one point and you know the slope, you can use point slope form. We're going to learn about point slope form and standard form today. Slope intercept form we've already discussed. All right, so point slope form. Point slope form of a linear equation is y, and I want you to write this down. This is the formula for point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m, which stands for your slope, times x minus x1. Okay? So, and we use this to write an equation of a line passing through a certain point and with a slope, with a certain slope. So basically, we use this when we have a point and a slope on our line. Okay. So here's some examples. Write the equation of the line that passes through this given point and has a given slope. Write all final answers in slope-intercept form, which slope-intercept form again is y equals mx plus b. And we'll do this first example, and then we'll focus on the latter example in class. So y equals mx plus b is the format that we're trying to change this equation to. We're given a point and a slope. So what we're going to want to do first is we're going to first want to use the point-slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, to write an equation for using this information. And once we get that equation, we could go ahead and start manipulating our equation until it's in slope-intercept form. So if we look at the above example, it looks like we have x1 and y1. We're given a point and a slope. So all you would need to do is fill it in. It would be y minus 1 equals your slope, which is 2, times x minus 4. Now our ultimate goal is to change this to slope-intercept form. So we're going to want to distribute first. Distribute the 2. And that'll give you y minus 1 equals 2x minus 4. Again, our goal is to get it to be y equals mx plus b. Y would have to be by itself. So we'd have to add 1 so that y would be by itself. And then your final answer would be y equals 2x minus 3. And now our equation is in slope-intercept form. And we used point-slope form in order to get our equation in slope-intercept form. Now we could easily identify our slope. Our slope is 2, which we already knew. We already knew that from the beginning because of our information there. And we could easily identify our y-intercept, which we did not know originally. Our y-intercept is going to be 0, negative 3. We'll do the next example in class. All right, so what about if you're given 2 points? So here's where it gets a little more complicated. We'll do the word problem in class tomorrow, but if we're given 2 points, so point-slope form, you need a slope and a point. Slope-intercept form, you need a slope and a y-intercept. If we're given 2 points, right, we don't have a slope, nor do we have a y-intercept, so we can't use slope-intercept form. And for point-slope form, We do have a point, but we need the slope in order to use point-slope form. So pause the video and try to think of a way of writing this equation, of using this information to create an equation, a linear equation. So because we're given 2 points, we already have a point, and because we're given 2 points, we can easily find a slope. Remember, slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we could just fill in this information and figure out our slope. This is going to be 3 minus 6 over 2 minus 1, which would give us our slope, and that would just be negative 3 over 1, or negative 3. Our slope is negative 3. Now we have a slope, and we have a point. Now you might be saying, well, Mr. Ramos, we have 2 points. Which point do we use to write this in point-slope form? It actually wouldn't matter. You'd get the same answer either way when you're changing this to slope-intercept form. I'll just go ahead and choose the first point. If we choose the first point, which is 1 comma 6, we can use point-slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 to write an equation. Fill in all the stuff, fill in all the things that you need to fill in, that would be y minus 6 equals your slope, which is negative 3 times x minus 1. Distribute, you would be left with y minus 6 equals negative 3x plus 3. Now, again, you're wanting to solve for y because you want this in slope-intercept form. You want to leave all your answers in slope-intercept form. So we'd have to add 6 on both sides. And that would give us y equals negative 3x plus 9. And there we would have it in point and slope-intercept form. That's when you're given 2 points. You first have to find your slope, then use any of your points to write an equation in point-slope form, then solve for y and get it into slope-intercept form. Now, let's quickly talk about standard form because we've already discussed standard form in previous modules. Standard form is, and you need to know this for Friday's test, ax plus by equals c. And here we're not really given any information. We can't really tell what our slope is. We can't really tell what our y-intercept is, right? So standard form, we primarily use standard form for finding our intercepts. It's really useful when we're finding our x and y intercept, as you notice in Module 5 when we were doing that with standard form. All right, so rewrite each equation in standard form. Here we have an equation, I'll just do number 1 with you, in slope-intercept form. Y equals 6x minus 4. If we want to change this to standard form, we want it to be in ax plus by equals c form. So we want the x and y on the same side. So all we would need to do here is subtract 6x. And this is why we went over literal equations a couple weeks ago. It should help you with things like this. That would give you negative 6x plus y equals negative 4. That is now in standard form. And that is all you would need to do. Just remember your literal equation module. Look back on that video if you had trouble with literal equations and manipulating equations and solving for specific variables. All right, use this information to write an equation in standard form. All right, so we'll stick with this one. If we're wanting to write this in standard form, we're first going to need to write it in either point-slope form or slope-intercept form. Because we're given 2 points, it's going to be easiest to write this in point-slope form. And the way we would write this in point-slope form is by first figuring out our slope. To do that, remember, it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 9 minus 11 over 5 minus 6. 9 minus 11 is negative 2, and 5 minus 6 is negative 1. So your slope is going to be positive 2. Now we could write an equation in point-slope form. So this is going to be y minus, and I'm sorry, I got a little ahead of myself, but remember, you could use any point that you want. I'm going to choose the first one. So if we use the first one, it would be y minus 11 equals your slope, which is 2, times x minus 6. Go ahead and distribute. You get y minus 11 equals 2x minus 12. All right, we're wanting this in standard form, so we want the x next to the y, but we also don't want that negative 11 there. So let's just get rid of that 11 by adding 11. And if we do so, we will be left with y equals 2x minus 1. And again, we want because this is in standard form is ax plus by equals c. So we're going to subtract both sides by 2x. And that would leave us with negative 2x plus y equals -1. That's standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. And standard form doesn't really tell us anything like slope-intercept form and point-slope form, but it is a lot easier when we're looking for x and y intercepts. All right, so I think I'm going to stop there because I don't want this video to be too long. So just remember standard form, and if you need to rewrite this, write it. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. Slope-intercept form, which is what we did yesterday and today, is going to be y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. And then this is new. We haven't done this yet. Point-slope form. Well, new, I mean, we did it in this video, but we hadn't done it before today. Point-slope form is going to be a y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We're going to do some word problems and some more examples tomorrow with this. So be prepared, but make sure you know these three forms of a linear equation before you get to class tomorrow. And make sure you know how to write them given 2 points or given a point and a slope. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.